I'm Carolyn with Kiss Me, and today I'm making tamales. So it's always been our family's tradition to make tamales for Christmas, so I wanted to share that with you. Basically, what I do is the day before I make my tamales, I make the meat. I cook the meat for about 3 hours, and I find that chuck roast is always the best for shredding because you want it to be real tender and you want it to shred really easily. So I cook my meat the day before, and then the day that I'm making my tamales, what I'll do is I'll shred the meat. And when I'm cooking the meat too, I put in several cloves of garlic and onions. And I'll also have my recipe on our blog, so it'll go into a little bit more detail than what I'm going to let you know now. And what I do is I shred my meat, and I cheat a little bit because I don't have a lot of time. So what I'll do is you can buy the New Mexico red chili in the frozen foods section at your grocery store. And I'll get 2 of these large containers or 4 of the small ones if they don't have the large ones. So after you shred your meat, you put in the chili. I also put in 1 jar of chili paste for a little bit more color. And then of course you can put salt and pepper according to your taste. And then I go ahead and set everything up. You need to have 2 jars of olives, and I get the ones with the pimentos in the middle because if you get the ones with the pits, somebody may break their tooth. That almost happened to a friend of ours one time, so I don't do that anymore. And so anyways, what I do also is I buy prepared masa at a Mexican restaurant here in town, and I'm sure that you can do the same in your hometown. It makes it easier. You don't have to go through all the fuss of making it yourself. So I go ahead and I put the masa in a bowl, I put my olives in a bowl, and I've got my meat. And you buy the leaves in the store. They come in little bags, and you have to wash them and soak them because they're really hard. And they're also very dirty, so you need to clean them from the silk from the corn as well as, you know, some of the little dirt from growing. So, cut. The leaves come in little bags like this, and so what I was talking about is that they are very hard, and that's why you have to soak them and clean them because of there'll be little pieces of silk in there. And so once you clean them, you wash them, and you dry them off, and then they're ready to spread. So they're real pliable once you have soaked them. And I usually soak them for maybe about 20 minutes and then let them dry for a little bit. So I take a big spoon, and I have my masa on the back of the spoon, and you go ahead and you spread it on there. And you might need to do it a couple times. And this is very messy, so you're going to get your kitchen pretty messy. But it's all worth it. Right? And then I take my meat, and I'll get a big spoonful, and I'll just kind of spread it on one end on one side, and I put 2 olives in there. And then you roll it. You roll it really tight, and you roll it all the way. You fold it under like that, and then I have this set up. So I'll make several at a time, and then once I have about 2 dozen, I'll go ahead and put them in a pan, and you stand them upright, and you have about 2 inches of water there, and you just put the lid on it. And you will cook these for about 25 minutes on medium to medium-high heat. Make sure you watch it though. You do not want it to run out of water because then they'll burn, and you definitely don't want that to happen after all this work. So once they cook for 25 minutes, then you let them set for, I usually let them set for about 20 minutes, and they come out like this, and you just unwrap them. Put them on your plate, and you're ready to eat. This is great for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. My husband loves tamales and eggs for breakfast on Christmas morning. And also another thing I forgot to let you know, I put raisins in them too, so it makes it a little bit sweeter. It's a different recipe. It's what my mom always did, and I continue the tradition. absolutely delicious. And just the right amount of spice, too. Well, thanks for being with us today, and you know what? If you have any holiday family traditions that you'd like to share with us, please do. We love to hear from you. Just go ahead and email us at info@kissmefashions.com. Thank you, and happy holidays.